Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I wanted to quickly put out a little guide on your specializations. And so this is going to tell you pretty much everything that we need to know about specializations and how we can upgrade them and some really fun things that we can do in here. So let's jump right in. My preferred specialization right now, and the one of choice for me, is the Demolitionist. But you can come here once you get to level 30, whatever world tier you're in, and you can actually activate whichever specialization you want. And it's actually crazy that you can actually do some really fun stuff. So we have the Demolitionist. For those of you who don't know, the Survivalist and the Sharpshooter, these come with their own weapons. The Demolitionist comes with an M32A1, which is a multi-shotgun grenade launcher. The crossbow is for the Survival, which comes with explosive bolts, and a 50 cal TAC 50 rifle. TAC 50C rifle is for the Sharpshooter. Now, I do have 64 Demolitionist points here. I have 6 crossbow points, and I have 8 of the TAC rifle points, and I'll show you what these points actually do. So in this case, I have the Demolitionist, which I have selected, and I have these points to actually upgrade my entire skill tree for my Demolitionist specialization. And this gives me a whole lot of perks, very nice perks that I think you can consider using. Now, we will go from clockwise all the way around because I've had a little dress rehearsal to actually see what these all do, and I'll show you. So the top corner here, this shows me that I can get a 5% increased explosive damage, which affects all my grenades and my skills. And so this is actually pretty cool. So the cost to do this is 5 of these so-called specialization points. Now also, you want to note that every single one of these actually has a tier. So this is just tier 1, which shows me that there are 3 tiers to this upgrade. So some of the upgrades will have multiple tiers and some will have 1 tier. So in the case of maybe this turret, what I'm getting is a mod, and it says it's an artillery. So the artillery turret launches ordnance at really? At nearby target locations. And so this costs me 5 of these points to upgrade. And once I upgrade it, clicking the upgrade button, it's 1 and done. I can move on to another. And then it's highlighted by a yellow to show that it's been upgraded. If I want another mod to increase the amount of ammunition in there, I can go ahead and spend an extra 3 of these points, and I do that by upgrading 1 and done. In the case of this, which says it's tier 1, it will require me to upgrade it multiple times. So this says 5% increased explosive damage. I upgrade once. The next tier, which is tier 2, gives me 15%. I upgrade that twice, and then the next tier gives me 25% and costs about 7, and I upgrade that 3 times. I can also move up now to this aspect of the skill tree by increasing burn resistance, increasing fragmentation grenade deals damage and causes targets to bleed. Also increasing my armor kit repair. So armor kits repair 70% damage and boosts weapon handling by 100% for 15 seconds. On completion, an additional 30% repair occurs. So this is actually boosting my character to the max. This is ridiculous. And so I can all spec this for 15 and then move on. So I want to go clockwise just to show what other specs are there. So this spec gives my group 5% damage to targets out of cover, which is actually pretty nice to have in a group play. And then let's come here. This gives me this gives me something regarding this sidearm. A hard-hitting magnum. The usual low barrel design firing from the bottom of the cylinder makes for a balance rarely seen in this category of weapon. So this has me use 10. It wants me to use 10 of my points to upgrade it, which I will not do. And then I can just come here and upgrade this to tier 1, which gives me 5%. And then this tier 2 gives me 10% of increased LMG damage and enables the Demolitionist to lay down heavy amounts of fire. And then I can do that and then go to tier 3, which is 15% LMG damage, and the upgrade is just 5 of these points. And then I can move on to getting an underbarrel, which is 1 upgrade. And then this gives me 5% increased submachine gun damage and gives the Demolitionist a nimble close range alternative for 5, 10, and 15. And then this gives me kills with signature weapon grant a chance to gain signature weapon ammo to all group or raid members. So this is something that a lot of people are probably going to be running in their builds. So you get the point. Now, I have 64 and I can spec to whatever I want. This artillery launches grenade launchers, by the way. I don't know if I said that, and it's actually very effective. So I can spec any of these three. This one gives me this I like this one. I don't care about the frag grenades causing enemies to bleed, but I can probably use it too. This talent says 25% increased signature weapon damage for 10, but I guess I can go farm points, and then I'm just gonna take this upgrade. Now, when you're done taking your upgrades, and when you're done, opening up your skill tree and respecking, there's something that's very peculiar to this. You can actually take all these points and reset everything and respec everything from scratch by hitting a button, and everything goes back to the reset. And then you can start putting your points wherever you want them to go if you want. And this is actually quite the amazing aspect of this whole modding your specialization. It is just amazing what you can do with it. So 145% increased weapon damage. This is probably the one I would say go for first, and then go for your LMG, which is your weapon that your specialization enhances, and then you can go for your skill, in this case this turret, and then maybe you can get some extra stuff. Or like I said in the beginning of the video, you can go farm the points in order to come back and actually upgrade and get all 160 of these demolitionist points in order to do that. By the way, if you want to know how to upgrade them, all you have to do is do your daily missions. Let me show you those on the map right here. Here we go. So your daily missions will give you specialization points. The same is the case with the other specializations as well, but you have to have their points as well. Now, if you pick the specialization on your daily missions, it's going to show what kinds of points that you can get. So I would say work on your own specialization, the first one that you've picked and selected. If you can possibly upgrade that all the way to the max, then go ahead and do that. And if you notice, all the specializations are tied to a weapon. In the case of the survivalist, it's tied to the assault rifle. And so you get 5, and I'm guessing 10 and 15 because this is a 3-tier upgrade. In a sharpshooter, I'm guessing it works with the rifle class, which can give you a 5, 10, 15 increased damage. This also gives a 25% signature, probably all the way to 100 and I don't know how many percent. Maybe not 145% in this case, I don't know. But the specialization is tied to the drone, just like the demolitionist is tied to the turret, and the survivalist is tied to the seeker mines. So this is everything that I wanted to share about specializations today. And I do believe that if you want to actually get your specialization upgraded, you have to farm for specialization points, and one way to do so is doing your daily missions. So that's all I have for today. If you guys have any more comments, any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I appreciate you guys' time and audience, and I'm just gonna say this game gets better as you continue to progress and find new things. So check out the videos on the channel. Go ahead and recommend them to friends who may have questions. And if you find any mistakes, because I'm still learning like everybody, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below as well. All right, I'm going to get out of your hair, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.